Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's had a great time. I know I've took some time off to not record anything, to just sit back and enjoy life, get to know God a little more. But there's a few things I'd like to talk about today, like uh, the corruption that is finally coming out about Joe Biden and his family, the new speaker. The Democrats is going totally against him, so that means we've done something right. Was it the best decision to get rid of McCarthy or not? But that's some of the stuff I like to talk about, and I'd just like to mention that if you want to support a good American company, that your money will go toward American values. Go to mypillow.com. Uh, Mike Lindell, he is his entrepreneur of America. He's America first. He supports our values, freedom, faith, and family. And most importantly, he supports our Second Amendment. So yeah, go over to mypillow.com and support him. It's that time of year to where you're gonna be getting gifts for everybody. And yeah, he's a great guy. I recommend him. I haven't bought none up from him for a while, but the pillows. I'm still using his pillows from a couple years ago, and he's awesome. He is awesome and good quality made here in America. That is mypillow.com. Go support people who support your values. All right. Was it all right for the Republicans in the House to just oust McCarthy to get a new one? I think they should have had one lined up before they got rid of McCarthy. Was it a good trade? Yes, I believe it was. The Democrats can't stand this new guy. Every news media you turn on, and they're coming against him. That should tell us that he's going to stand for our values. He's mega. His voting record is awesome. He supports Trump. Uh, I don't think he's too fond on sending money to Ukraine. Now, we should stand with Israel. But my question is about Israel, what's really going on? Uh, what is really going on? I seen, I watched it and I uploaded it to my BitChute channel a while back. The Mysteries of Israel or something like that. And it's saying, go watch it. It's on my BitChute channel. Uh, Yeah, and it just goes into details how, there's fake Jews and there's real Jews. Why is it that us Americans, this government who's in power, is saying us who support Trump is Nazis, is terrorists, and everything else? But here yet, this administration is wanting to set up and support Ukraine and Israel. What's really going on? There's a faint line there that just makes you wonder what's really going on. Is this uh does this go deeper down the rabbit hole about, you know, I know the Rothschilds have had their foot in the door for a long time now. I know the people of Israel does not like Netanyahu. So what's really going on? Why is this administration wanting to support Israel so much, or is it just a front for this administration? I don't know, but I think it is something to keep an eye on because there's something much deeper and darker going on over there. Now, what Hamas done is horrible. I think that we need to just instead of just going in and blowing the whole Gaza, whatever it's called up. We need to step back and be adults, assess the situation, and it makes me mad that some terrorist group is going to go into Israel and start taking kids and slaughtering them. They're animals. I mean, animals are better than that. So don't take me light when I say we just need to step back and observe the big picture here. What I am saying is we need to look in and seeing why is it that this sickening administration, the whole administration, is wanting to stick up for Israel. We should. Don't get me wrong. I love Israel. That is God's chosen people. He said Israel is the apple of my eye. So we need to stand with them at all time. But I think there's something going on over there that's much deeper and yeah. And this administration a while back, Joe said, a reporter asked him, says says something along the lines like, you know, Joe, they're saying they have evidence on you about the Hunter business dealings. He says, show me the money. Well, folks, the money, the checks is being shown. Where his brother Jim Biden had wrote him a $200,000 check. There's another one that just came up. They have the bank records, and this new speaker, I think he's going to get down and dirty in the mud to find out what's going on, and that's what we need. Uh, Trump had made a statement a while back saying, you know, I wouldn't want to take credit for this term. This should be my second term, or something along them lines, like, I wouldn't want credit for this term. So, why would you mention something like that? But he made it sound like he was still in term. I don't know. Whatever it is, we need to be vigilant. I mean, look at Hamas, or whatever it's called. These vicious people who has no respect for human dignity at all. At all. I haven't been able to upload on YouTube. Every video I've tried to upload, they keep throwing me off. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I think right now, at this point in time, I think we need to stay in prayer. We need to get as close to God as we can and hold on. I mean, look at Europe and the rest of the world. Look at Southern America. It's all bad. It's all bad. And, they're expecting more banks to go down. And poverty is just right around the corner. It really is. And I hope people out there is ready for what's coming. There's a dark winter coming, and I believe it's going to be a bad winter. I think it flurried here in Kentucky some. So my great grandmother, she'd always say, whatever the first snowflake, whatever day that lands on, that's how many snows we're going to have. So I don't know if it's true. I've never really kept track of it, but we're going to find out. And we have an election going on here in Kentucky. We need to get Daniel Cameron in office. This Governor Bashir, he is stuck up and wanting to do the transgender stuff. Let a 3-year-old make its mind up if it wants to be the opposite sex or not. They want to give drugs to these kids who can't even live on their own or do nothing by themselves. The option whether to take them drugs, experimental drugs, and there's a proven fact out that once people does this transgender, later on down the road, they end up committing suicide or they regret making the decision and they try to reverse it and it's unreversible. So, I mean, we have a lot on our plate. Then our open borders open. There's no telling how many refugees are going to come. I know Egypt isn't taking none at all. No people in the East is wanting to keep their own people because they know that Hamas is going to infiltrate it. I believe they're done here in America, so be vigilant. If you can protect yourself with the Second Amendment, I would recommend packing one at all time and protecting yourself. Now, I ain't saying pick up arms and go do whatever. No, I'm saying pack one with you. If you go to the grocery store, pack one. If you're walking just to your car from your front door to your car, pack one. You never know. You never know. And it's getting crazier by the day because, I mean, they've stopped people coming in from the border, and it's like several hundred thousands of them. And a bunch of them is on the terrorist watch list. It's crazy. And they want to say they're building some of the wall, but they ain't. That money's getting funneled into other stuff. And Joe Biden's dirty deeds are coming out. I mean, folks, we need to get close to God. We really, really do. Because it's only then that God says, if you turn away from your wicked ways and cry out to me and repent, He said, that's when I can turn things around. And I believe it is. Uh, how did some people know that all this madness and corruption and everything's going on? How did they know it like three or four, 3 or 4 years ago? So I want to hope and believe that God is. Here's what I believe. I believe God has sent us a King David uh, in this country and for the world to bring all this dirtiness and filthiness out. I mean, look at what's going on in Ukraine. Uh, I think it was just for the Nazis. They was ruthless. Look at Canada, how there was a Nazi in the house and they all stood up and gave him big applause. That's sickening. That's corruption. I mean, why are you going to stand up and give somebody who killed, even if they didn't, they was affiliated with them? And he was an older guy too. So why are you going to applaud him and say he was a hero? He is not a hero. Anybody who does anything, I don't think there's nothing worth going to war over. Nothing. I think that this world should be split up into three sections: us, China, and Russia. Take care of our own part of the world. And maybe North Korea or something. But yeah, it's horrible, and I believe it's going to get a lot darker. There's been people out there who seen things. God showed them stuff. Kim Clement's one showed him what's going on now, like in the early 2000s, in 2000s. So, and he said that God's going to bring us out stronger than ever, and I believe that. How did that man know that the corruption going on? You can go and I think Trey Smith put a video up, and I went and got it, and I uploaded it, the bitchut, the prophecies of Trump, and I believe it's like 2006, and so on. He never did get to see Trump become president, so I mean, it's amazing what God has sent that we've overlooked. And now that things are happening, I think people are paying more close attention to the things that God has spoken to us. Uh, he said that it'll become like the days of Noah again in the last days. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy and it's sad. And I don't know I don't know why anybody would want to take another life. I think the only person who should take a life is God. But to get back to the subject about what all was going on, we need to start, I guess, homesteading, even in the city. But yeah, it's crazy, and I believe God is bringing all this corruption out. That way we can get on the right track. And excuse me, uh, and all these wars. I've posted a bunch of videos that I've been seeing people show and give a little like Brad Barton, several videos that he's been talking about here lately. I've uploaded to my BitChute channel. Um, you'll have to go check out my BitChute channel. I think it's at bitchut.com, and then at the search bar to find my channel, I think I'm trying to bring it up. It's Matt Moore 112288. Capital M and Matt, lowercase m and Moore 112288. There's only one capital letter. It's Matt Moore 112288. And that's the channel name in BitChute. Go over there, check it out. There's a bunch of videos over there that I believe that's important. There's some there's just videos in there that I either think is interesting or I think that's important, like all wars are bankers' wars. Uh, the mystery, the mysteries of Israel, all them's over there, and a lot more, and some Kim Clement stuff that I got off Trey Smith's God in Nutshell's channel. But yeah, go and check that channel out. Um, I mean, this stuff going on with Trump is crazy. And I brought this up a while back that people's worried, oh, they're going to lock Trump up. They're not going to lock that man up. First of all, he has Secret Service. They can, don't get me wrong, but they're going to have to go through so much stuff to lock him up that I don't see them doing it. If anything, they're going to try to strip him of his Secret Service. And then he'll probably get his own private service. But if he's in jail, the Secret Service is in jail too. Because they follow him everywhere. Everywhere. He can't go nowhere without them. And when you look at his motorcade and you go and do some research, there's something to his motorcade and what's going on. I'm not going to mention no more about that, but yeah, go check it out and look how many cars are in his motorcade and what all types of cars that follow him. Eye opening, really. But anyways, the walls are closing in to Joe Biden. He's the most corrupt person ever in office, and there's something going around about Ron DeSanctimonious now too, that he's wearing uh something in his boots to make him taller. And I swear there's some videos, you can go look it up. There's some videos that really looks like he's got something in his boots to make him look bigger. It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, Bootgate's what they call it. Bootgate. Yeah. But yeah, if hope everybody. That's all I got. I just want to get on here and ramble for a little bit. Keep me and my family in your prayers if you don't care. Uh, everything's good, but I mean, we can always use prayers. Prayers won't hurt anybody. And yeah, we got a long, dark path ahead of us, folks. And I think it's going to get a little bit darker. But I think some of us who hasn't had enough, I think they'll start turning over and start if they start drafting people, you'll see more people because there's already stuff on TikTok of the Gen Z people saying, "I'm not being drafted. I'm not going to sign up." So we are making a difference. We don't need war. Peace comes through strength, and that's something we don't have. Nuclear war, no one wins. No one. It's hell for everybody. No one will survive. But I believe God has sent us a David in to save us. Jesus has saved us. He could have went on by and said, "No, I'm done." But he ain't done on us. He hasn't gave up on us. We're still breathing. We just got to cry out to him when things get tough. Say, "God, give me a little, make it a little more tougher." Because it's in times when times are tough that when they're over, we can see a whole lot better. Ever toughness becomes more visible and much brighter. Makes our lives brighter. We learn in our tough times. Because we ain't really learning nothing if we ain't going through a little bad spout. So, yeah, and the Bible talks about everything going on. You know, I have a 3-year-old and I was playing with him the other day. And up and out of the blue, I looked at him and I just wondered, well, I get to see him become a young man, get married. I hope. And I mean, I don't know. It's like I ask God to let me dream or something, but it don't. I don't think He's listening or whatever. But I go to church and it's hard sometimes. It's hard to do the right thing. I stumble some days by something. I've been sober off drugs and alcohol for 3 or 4 years, and it's still tough. I still wake up every now and then craving it, but I don't. I pray and I don't. That don't mean I'm not a grumpy that day or I'm not a grouch that day because I am. And it's like a drug addict. God saved me from drugs. God's going to save America from the hell. Just imagine if Hillary Clinton would have been in office in 2016, this world would already be in hell. They're coming after the guns. And the minute you give up your guns, it's going to be over. So don't fight back. We all need to. I've probably filled out 4 applications to have my rights back to me. Tried to file for a pardon. It don't work. And I don't know. I wish somebody out there would hear my voice and get in contact with me. My email's mattmore112288 at gmail.com or I'd rather prefer mattmoore2214 at gmail.com. And let me know who else I can get a hold of. I know it's my governor and the president, but I don't know how to get a hold of the president. And I'm sure this one won't because my social media goes totally against everything he's done. If I knew how to get a hold of write Trump a letter, I think I would. I think I would. If I knew the address to where I could send it, I would. I don't know. But God's got my back. Jesus knows what we need. And through Him, He's going to provide us, everybody, all of us, what we need. I can't stress that enough. He's going to give us what we need, not what we want, but what we need. Sometimes He'll let us get what we want. It's coming up on the holidays, and there's people out there, veterans out there, homeless. But here we are, uh, giving illegal immigrants, putting them in hotels, putting them in apartments, putting them in whatever. And it's sad. It's sad. But I think we're winning overall. The truth is coming out. Uh, Truth comes from God, and lies and deceit comes from the devil, and the truth is coming out all over. As bad as they're trying to suppress it, they can't. There's too much. It's like when the CIA and all them started tracking us on the internet. Well, they done that, and they can be tracked too. So any wrongs that they've done, we have it. Trump said he's got major evidence coming out about the 2020 election. He said, should I announce it? Or then he came out and said that he's going to enter it in to the court. So that's good. I mean, I believe we have the true numbers, and I believe God has put that man in office in 2016 to shovel out the corruption and the junk going on. I don't care what you say. I believe there's people in power that's so sickening and disgusting that they'll do anything for $1, and it's sickening to know that they will do things to kids, to adults, to whatever. It's sickening. God don't like that. I think God's bringing it to the people and showing us, look, don't be like this. Turn away from this wicked world and come and be with me in the kingdom of heaven. In heaven. That's the greatest gift anybody could ever want, is make it to the kingdom of heaven. How glory will it be? No man knows how good heaven is because no man's went to come back to testify how great it is. But I believe there's going to come a time when the sky splits and God comes down and He opens up that book of life and He starts passing judgment down. And it's going to happen. We just don't know when, but it's going to happen. Hope everybody's ready for it. Hope everybody has a great and blessed weekend coming up. God bless you, and remember, all the time, no matter where you're at, if you're having a bad day, you can always restart it. Stop, pray, and restart your day. God bless y'all, and remember, Jesus loves you.